Hey, friends and family, this is SP with another news nugget, and we have a breaking story that's happening as we speak right now. But there is a shooting in Virginia Beach, and so a co worker that is currently an employee of the Utility Public Works, he went in and shot his co workers. Now, there's 11 that's confirmed dead, and they did shoot him and kill him. But right now, this is breaking news that is happening. So I'm going to drop that nugget so you guys know what's happening too. This is down in Virginia Beach. Here we go.
Yeah, at this point, I would like to turn things over to Chief Sabera to give you the information that we have so far.
I'm going to give the information that we have at this time. As we receive additional information, we will release it when it's appropriate. So what I know at this time is the information we're going to release. Right now, I can tell you we have multiple casualties and multiple fatalities. We have 11 deceased victims. They are at the scene. We had 6 more victims who were transported to area hospitals. I do not have the condition of those victims at this particular time. I can tell you that one of the individuals shot by the suspect is a Virginia Beach police officer, and he was saved by his vest. We've established a family assistance center at Princess Anne Middle School. That's at Nemo Parkway and Holland Road for the employees who worked in Building 2 so that they can meet up with their friends and their families. We're also in the process of identifying all of our victims so that we can make personal notification to family members. We do know that shortly after 4 p.m. this afternoon, the suspect entered Building 2. He's a longtime employee of Public Utilities. I will not release his name at this time. And he immediately began to indiscriminately fire upon all the victims. Officers entered. Once the call went out, the officers were at headquarters. They responded to Building 2. They secured as much of the victims as they could, and then they engaged with the suspect. The suspect did shoot a police officer. Officers returned fire. The suspect is deceased. While the scene is secure, we have a long-term investigative process that's being undertaken right now. There's a lot of work to be done. It's still an active scene. We are being assisted due to the size and scope and intensity of this scene. We're being assisted by the FBI Forensics Unit, DHS Forensics Unit, and the Virginia State Police Forensics Unit. Medical examiner also is en route, which is a protocol for the medical examiner's office. Right now we have a lot of questions. The whys, they will come later. Right now, we have more questions. We're a little more than 2 hours into this event. And we use the word event, that's a cop term. This devastating incident that happened that none of us want to be here talking about. This devastating incident which is going to change the lives of a number of families from our city. So my goal will be to update you and confirm additional information as soon as we can. Our next briefing should be at 21:30 hours. We have been told that the governor is en route to this scene. We've been notified by our state senators and by various and sundry other elected officials offering their condolences to our city and to our family of those of us who work in Virginia Beach.
Can you tell us any more about the suspect? Was he a former employee or was he a current?
He's a current employee.
And do we know anything about what led to his decision?
That I'm going to have to hold off, Andy. I'm sorry? It's multiple floors. I couldn't tell you how long, but a shooting occurs. They're usually very quick.
Can you take us inside into the movements of the suspect once he entered the building? We know it's not a secure building because it's a building where people do business. So we know what he did once he entered.
Again, we are beginning the forensic process of this particular incident, and please understand the size of this incident, the intensity. I've got officers, we have firefighters who entered the building to assist victims. We have our EMS rescue personnel. We have numerous law enforcement officers who entered that building. It's a huge scene, but understand the intensity of this scene. So as more information comes out as to how this unfolded, you will be given the appropriate information when the time is due.
Chief, does the 11 include the suspect?
The
The 11 deceased, does it include the suspect?
No,
No, so.
we have 11.
Total 12,
We have 11 victims
11 victims.
and the suspect, who's also deceased.
Thank you.
Chief, you've been here a long time. You've been chief a long time. And I can tell because you and I have known each other a long time that you're very emotional about it. So I want you, if you would, please, sir, and I know it's tough, to tell us about this evil that hit Virginia Beach today.
There's no way to describe an incident such as this. No chief of police anywhere in the country, no mayor, no city manager, no assistant city manager, no fire chief, no rescue chief ever wants to have to stand up and give information such as this. I think at this particular point, I want to give the utmost respect and dignity to the victims and to their families, because they are going to be forever changed based on this particular incident. The other piece that I think everyone has to remember is we have a number of forensic techs and detectives who are working through this scene and just understand the intensity of what that scene is. The officer was shot and he was basically saved by his bulletproof vest. So he was treated, and I have not had a chance to have a conversation with him, but that will happen tonight.
Chief, the city is shaking. What are your words to people in Virginia Beach?
Well, I can tell you this. The fact that the suspect was immediately confronted, the fact that the suspect is deceased, means that our citizens can rest easy tonight. We do not have someone who's out in the community to do more harm. Can also, to the citizens of our city, really understand that when this particular violent act occurred, police, fire, rescue immediately responded to the scene and did that professional thing that they do, because that's what